Ka-ka-ka-ka.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Ocular Max, Vulture, and Buzzard. So here we are, and there they are. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Now they both come packed in just this brown box that says Ocular Max, Remix, Vulture, Buzzard, bloody, 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 bloody. On the back, nothing but bloody, bloody, and that's basically it for that. Now, each cassette does come in an actual cassette case, and on the back here there is a bio if you want to read it. And when you open up the case and remove the cassette itself, the insert is the instructions here, and you also get the collector's card with that same image there of Vulture, and on the back you have that same bio and text specs if that interests you. Hooray for cards. Let's move that out of the way. And we have the case here for Buzzard, and on the back here you have a bio if you want to read it. And again, remove the cassettes, and the inserts again are the instructions, and you get a card for Buzzard. And on the back again you have the bio, you have text specs. Hooray for cards. So, moving right along, here we have Vulture and Buzzard. The next in Ocular Max's line of cassette bots, and they're pretty cool. I do quite dig them. And just for a quick comparison, these are 1:1 scale with an actual cassette, and just to show you that, I do have an actual cassette here. Yes, we do still have actual cassettes. We have nothing to play them on, but we do still own cassettes, but you can see them there with an actual cassette there. So they are 1:1 scale with a real cassette. And for some more comparisons, here it is with Masterpiece Laserbeak. So you can see how they scale there. And there he is with G1 Buzzsaw, because it's precious. He's upside down, but he's so precious. I don't own a G1 Laserbeak. This is the only one I have, but anyway. Now, both of these birds are the same. As you can see, they had the same exact transformation. The only difference is just the color, red, yellow, but same thing overall. And you can see the backs of them there. And yeah. So we will focus on Vulture here, aka Laserbeak. Just to take a closer look here at the details. You can see the sticker on here, index, OX, all that good stuff. Make it look all tape-like. And some nice silver as well on the bottom. And on the back, obviously you can see that head right there. That is some visible head syndrome from both sides, really. But hey, it is what it is. But still nicely done. There is die cast in it, so you know that's a little bit of heft, not too much, but there's a little bit of weight to it. But yeah, all in all, pretty cool. It's a cassette. Looks like a cassette. Feels like a cassette. Doesn't play anything, but it's a cassette. There you go. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's actually, no, before we get down to transformation, shall we? Let's actually do one more comparison. Here it is with their Ravage. So you can see again, they are the same size. So there you go. So now let's get down to a transformation, shall we? Okay. So first thing you want to do is you want to come to these panels right here and just flip these down. Once you do that, you want to come under here and just undo these panels. These panels secure in two places. You have a post that goes right in there, and you also have this tab right here, which goes into a notch right there. So it secures in two places. So just flip that up, then come to the other side and flip up the other half. And what's going to happen here is there are actually magnets on either side of the wing here, right? It kind of blends into the paint, but one right there and one right there. So when you bring the two halves of the wings together, they actually will stick together via the magnets, and that holds them in place, which is pretty cool. So undo that, close that up, boop, those just stick together. And once you've done that, you come up to the front here with the legs. You're going to bring the leg up on this hinge right here. So just take the leg and just get it up. Take a little bit of doing, but there you go. Just bring that up, and then you just want to bring the leg in on that hinge and then bring it up, and then you can straighten the leg out and just do whatever you want with it, but we'll leave it out like that for now just to keep it out of the way. Second vest, same as the first. You just take the leg there and you just swing it up, bend the leg, bring that up, and you can just do what you want with the legs later. And once you've done that, you just want to split these two sections right here that you tap together, and then you just want to rotate them like that. So they're facing this way. At this point, you want to take these front sections here and rotate them. Now, if you leave these fins straight up, they will get in the way of this piece rotating. You just want to take that and just bring that out a little bit, and that will give you the clearance to turn that around. And then you can straighten that back out, and then you take the little gun, and you flip that forward, and then you can take this whole thing and just bring it down like that. There you got the one side done. Second vest, same as the first. And then you just bring it out, rotate, straighten it out, flip the gun, bring that down, and there you have Laserbeak's little guns and thrusters. Even has some stickers back there. Give it a little thruster effect, which is pretty cool. So once you've done that, you just take the wings and you just bring them down and you rotate them on that point right there. Bring that down, rotates, and then you just take the head and you just kind of push that down, swing it up, and then you just rotate his head around like so. And then these two halves you just take and you push together to close up that gap. It doesn't close up completely, but it closes up enough. And just get everything straightened out here. And there you have Vulture, aka Laserbeak, in his robot mode, or beast mode rather. There you go. And it's pretty cool. I'm really digging these cassette bots that Ocular Max is putting out. I really do. I think they're quite cool, and you can do what you want with the legs. I believe you're supposed to actually bring them back like that. But as always, your toy, display it however you wish. But still, pretty cool. So let's get in close here. Oh, that noggin. That's a nice noggin right there. It's a nice yellow there for the eyes. I think it's actually more of a gold for the eyes. Silver on the beak. Right there. He does have the little panel that you can bring up, and he has a little camera in his forehead. Actually done with some metallic red, which looks quite nice. Yeah, you can see the little back guns there and thrusters done all in silver. It looks very nice. And the wings done in red, black, silver. Very cool. Again, you have that little thruster detailing there in the back. This is stickers, I believe. Still, pretty cool in my opinion. But yeah, overall, very nicely done. Now, articulation-wise, the mouth can open and close. It does take a bit of doing. You have to get your nail in there, but there you go. Mouth can open and close. The head can rotate at this point, can also move up and down. The base of the neck is on a ball joint. So you can take that and rotate that however you want. Move it up and down. There's also a hinge there at the base, so you can bring that up and down at that axis right there. You also have a hinge at this section right here, so you can kind of bring this down and bring this up a little bit just to give his body a little more shape, which I do quite like, and that's personally what I do, just to give the body a little bit more shape. The wings have that transformation joint right there, so you can move them forward if you want. There's a hinge right there that allows the wing to move up that far, down only that far. You have a hinge here as well that allows the wing to move up that far and down that far. You also have that rotational joint right there for transformation. You can use that to angle the wings however you want. And the legs are on ball joints at the base, so you can have the legs going out. They can go forwards, they can go back. You have this hinge here that swings both ways at 90 degrees. And the feet, you have a hinge right there that allows the toe to move up that much, down that much. You have a hinge there as well, which allows movement downward and not really upward. And this bit right here can move upward and move downward as well. So you got some pretty good posability there. So there you have that. So now what I'm going to do is get him situated, if I can. There we go. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get this guy transformed real quick, so I'll be right back. Alright, so here we have Buzzard. Exact same transformation, exact same everything. The only difference is just red and yellow. But there you have them together, right there. And they look good together. Very, very nicely done. In my opinion, let's take a closer look here at his colors, just because. Again, nice paintwork on him. Looks quite cool. I dig it. Dig it. You know, he has the same little camera in his head. Again, same everything. The only difference is just the color. But I have the two of them together. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here they are with Masterpiece Laserbeak. Just so you can see how they scale with the official Masterpiece version. Obviously way bigger than the official Masterpiece version. And here they are with G1 Buzzsaw, because it's precious. Buzzsaw precious. Even though I don't have Laserbeak. I have that. And here they are with their Ravage. So you can see all of them together. So, there you go. And they look good together. They look very, very cool. Also, from an engineering standpoint, I find these very fascinating because it's really cool to see how many things you can get out of this basic shape, and that's really cool. Like, this stuff like this just fascinates me from an engineering standpoint. And also, this past weekend at TFCon, they did have on display their Rumble and Frenzy, and they looked really good, so I can't wait to have those in hand and see how they work. So, there you go. And, of course, for the most important comparison, the one I'm sure you all want to say, here they are with Masterpiece Soundwave. Now, this is where things are a bit off, because I think they are a bit too big for Masterpiece Soundwave. Now, for me personally, their Ravage works perfectly, but these guys I think are a bit too big. They don't have slots in their feet for the tab on his forearm, but you can still actually perch them on his arm if you want to, because the hinges are actually in the perfect spots to wrap around his forearm. So they will actually hold on there pretty well. I mean, not super solid, but they'll hold on there. You can see right there. And yeah, they're a bit too big. Of course, you can justify it with, you know, mass shifting. Like, hey, they just get bigger when they pop out of his chest. I mean, hey, mass shifting was a thing in G1. I mean, Soundwave turned into a tape deck that could fit into a person's hand. So, hey, totally possible. And you know what? We'll bring this guy in too. We'll just leave him on Soundwave's arm. We'll bring in Masterpiece Megatron here again, just so you can see how it scales there with MP Megs. So, you got that going on. And again, I think, for me personally, I think their Ravage actually works perfectly scale-wise. Oh, he's going to fall. You stay. You stay. You stay. Oh, everything's just going wrong now. Everything's just going wrong. How dare you? How dare you go wrong when I just want things to go right? Come on now. Work with me. Work with me. There we go. I just want to get this shot. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do. Work with me. There you go. Anyway, as I was saying, for me personally, I think their Ravage is great scale. In my opinion, anyway. Again, for me. But again, I think these guys might be just a little too big. But again, you can explain it away with mass shifting, because mass shifting was so a thing in G1. So, hey, it all depends on your individual taste. So, get these guys out of the way. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to talk about with Vulture and Buzzard here. Again, they're really cool. I really dig them. Very nicely done, in my opinion. You know, very much looking forward to their Rumble and Frenzy. They looked really good, so can't wait to have those in hand. And overall, very nicely done figures. So there you go. So, if you would like this or any of Ocular Max's or Mastermind Creations offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say, so there is the Ocular Max, Vulture, and Buzzard, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Big Geek, be proud, boom in your face. Soundwave, I need, whoa! Laserbeak's gotten big. What kind of bird seed are you feeding him? He's been getting into my protein shakes. Well, I don't want to be anywhere near him when he needs to relieve himself. Been there, done that. That is disgusting!